Welcome back to the van build series. This week we are tackling our kitchen cabinets as well as just getting the interior decoration squared away.
Yeah, and we got an exciting new material that we're working with this week that you'll have to just see in the video. We're not going to tell you it right now, but I'm very excited for it.
Hi, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Alex.
In 2020, we purchased our Sprinter van and named it Chip.
We spent the rest of the year converting our van while documenting the process along the way.
In 2021, we will be finishing the build and moving in.
So sit back and relax as we share our van life experiences. So the first thing that we're doing today is installing this. We just made it. It's just out of 2x2s, and we had to make room for our little foot pump here. So it's basically going to go here and act as a little pocket for us to put our foot in and use the foot pump.
We have these screws in both walls. Now we're going to sink this into the ground.
So we just cut out this piece of plywood. It's going to be for the back door to our water access. So it's going to be able to open up and swing this way so we can have access to our water. And we're just making this plywood because it's going to be in the back and we're not going to see it very often, so it doesn't need to look all cute and fancy. We wanted to make sure that we had a door in the back here so we can easily get at our water from the outside, so we don't have to be lugging the jugs all the way around here and out. We can just easily grab them from right here. So we got two of these hinges which will be able to hold the cabinet door open. So we have the door installed, and we also just installed the lock. I don't know exactly what these are called. I think it's like this is a hook and this is a hole. So I'm calling it a hook and hole lock. And it actually has a locking mechanism on it too. I've never seen that. But you just pull it back, push this in here, and then it like double locks it. So it's not only hooked in there, but this is a locking thing too, so you just pull it back to open it. So Lloyd and I are back for another day on the van build. We have a sunny streak here, so we're taking full advantage of it. Right now we are working on the door face frame thing of the propane cabinet. So we have two thick pieces right here, two thinner ones, and we'll explain this in a second, and then two smaller ones that have a thick and thin also. And this one is going to be having the hinges in it. That's what these pencil marks are. And we're using the same hinges that we did for the upper cabinets and the closet area. So these are the kind of more heavy duty ones. A lot better than the ones we used for the cabinet or back water door that we just showed you. But Lloyd is going to cut these little holes and we're going to get to building this frame. We have the frame that is 3/4 cragged in all the cragged areas. And these are the little notches we have for the hinges. So now that we have this built, it is time for the second layer. This is the first layer. It's time for the second layer, which is the special material that we're using, that we're about to show you in 3, 2, 1! So this is the super exciting material that we're going to be working with. It's burlap, and we got 4 yards. That's this big chunk right here, and we basically got this because we are really conscious about the weight of the van. So this is obviously a fraction of the weight of wood, and we also think that this would look really pretty, so that's another benefit. And then we also realized that wood is expensive, and our build has obviously been expensive, and we figured this would be a good way to cut cost. So 4 yards of this, it was on sale, and I had a coupon. So this whole 4 yards is only $10, whereas a sheet of like 1/4 inch plywood is like $35 right now, I think. So we got a lot more for our money. So we got the burlap cut to what we want. We just cut it with the scissor here, and now we are going to be attaching it to this first piece of frame with our narrow crown stapler. So we have the burlap now stapled to the first layer. So we have 1, 2, and now the third layer is going to be the thin 1/4 inch piece that we just duplicated from all of these measurements, and that is going to be the face. So that's what you'll actually see. So now we're going to use these 1/4 inch pieces to cover up all the seams, and we're going to do that with a brad nailer. So we have it all done here, and we even got the hinges on it in the back. So now it's time to install it.
Doing a test fit real quick, then we're gonna zip her on there. How does it look, Alex?
Zipper, I think it looks awesome. We obviously still need to paint it. We didn't say that, but we just wanted to kind of get it constructed. This is our first time doing it, so we wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing and that it fits and everything. But we're gonna install it and then uninstall it and paint it later. But yeah, that's not the point. We got a door. So like I said before, this is all going to be painted the same white that we have throughout the van. It'll have these same knobs, and we also are going to put a magnet right here to keep it shut, but I think it looks awesome. Like I said before, we really wanted to do something that would be lighter weight, cheaper, more aesthetically different than just wood, painted wood. And we also realized that this will really help with the breathability of the van, because when you're living in a van, you really need to think about condensation and any moisture that's in the air. So this will help kind of make air be flowing through the entire van so there isn't any moisture in any particular cabinets that are shut. So I wish we would have done this probably sooner with the upper cabinets and everything else, but I'm glad we have figured that out now, and I think it's a great alternative solution to wood. So I'm very excited.
Okay, well, long story short, earlier this week we built a sauna, or we assembled a sauna that my mother Kathy purchased, and so right now, in between van builds, we're going to enjoy our first sauna.
Yeah, so this is a good treat or a good escape from the cold for sure. We finished this door for the water cabinet area, and we also installed 2 magnets right here. These are the same magnets we use in the upper cabinets. So now we have a little gap to put our feet in here and be able to still pump without breaking anything. Now our next move is we already built these drawers without the idea of doing burlap, so we put these face frames on them, but when we build the drawers for the office area, we aren't going to do that. But since we don't want to mess up the drawer or anything, we're just going to keep these here, and then we're actually just going to staple the burlap onto this section and then do the face frame over it just like we did on those sides. So right now we're just working on cutting the burlap to the size of each of the drawers. We have all of the burlap attached here, and now we cut out the trim pieces. We're going to use the brad nailer to attach them onto the actual front of the drawer.